hopefully with the home crowd and the home support I can get through.
Yeah, well, so far so good. Many congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So Freya victorious, and of course we will have that final tomorrow against Elena Mayagina, who produced another really impressive performance today. We've had some terrific tennis. It's a shame that the second of the women's semi-finals ended in the manner that it did. But Candy, as Freya herself said there, she could tell from early on there was something wrong. Abigail and Oscar got up in the commentary box, and unfortunately Maya was just not able to deliver anything like a 100% A game, was she?
It's such a tough injury when you have that elbow injury, because you could see that Maya just wasn't able to extend through her serve at all. She wasn't able to get that full extension up to the ball. She was being pretty careful on her ground strokes as well, and just trying to see if Freya Christie might sort of take her eye off the ball, so to speak, because it is hard. I heard Freya talking about it, how difficult it is to play not only a friend but also an injured friend, because you've got to have that real finishing touch, don't you? You can't feel too sympathetic, which is difficult at this level. So Freya Christie did well. She got off to a blistering start. She hits the ball so well, doesn't she? So clean out of the middle. There was a little bit of a blip there where she gave away 2 games, and Maya perhaps just saw a little bit of an opening where perhaps she could get back into it. But I think once Freya finished off that set, then Maya decided enough was enough and she wasn't going to continue.
Yeah. So that's it as far as today's action is concerned, but it does set us up for a series of terrific battles tomorrow, and hopefully this of course will be an issue. Will Maya Lumsden be fit to play the third place playoff? A, she's got to put away the disappointment of not getting through to the final, and B, she's struggling, so there's a little bit of a question mark as to who Lauren John Baptiste might play tomorrow, if she plays at all.
I don't think Maya Lumsden is going to play. That elbow injury needs rest now. It needs ice, it needs recuperation, some physio work as well, and Maya's, after that, having that long COVID and having some time out, she's really got to look after her body and take care of herself and look to the future, because she's only young. She's only 24 years old. A great future ahead of her, as we spoke about before. The former world #1 under 14. She is some player, Maya Lumsden. I'm sure we're going to see her back, but she does need to take care of herself now.
Yeah. In terms of the men's third and fourth place battle tomorrow, I saw Billy Harris a few moments ago looking understandably frustrated. He managed to save 5 match points before eventually losing to Dan Cox. Normally you'd go home, you'd lick your wounds and you'd wait a few days, but he's got to come back, and he's still got third place to play for, and plenty of money on the line as well. But a little bit of a test of character when you've lost a semi-final in the manner that he did today.
Oh, we saw Josh Paris earlier in the tournament, who had a great run, had a very tough group, managed to come out of the pool, and then he lost in a match tiebreak in the quarterfinals. He just didn't respond in his next match. So there is character building, but it gives you an opportunity to come back and show your mettle once again. And I'm sure we'll see Billy Harris do very well against Charlie Broome. But Charlie Broome, I thought, put in a really good performance against Carl Edmund, particularly in that first set. So we've got 2 great matches ahead of us on the men's side, and hopefully 1.5, maybe 2 in the women's.
And as far as the finals are concerned, Carl Edmund came into this week as the favourite, as befits a man who's been at number 14 in the world, a British #1 for the best part of 18 months. And certainly in the final set tiebreak against a really impressive Charlie Broome today, he showed what he can do, winning it 10-0. And he's beaten Dan already this week. Very tight match, 10-8 in the tie break.
That's right.
So, based on what you've seen today, what happened a few days ago, what's your hunch as to how that one's going to pan out?
My hunch is that I think Carl Edmund will be very confident. I think the way he finished today's match was exemplary, and he will go in as the heavy favourite, so it's going to be a really tough task for Cox. But I think they'll be working with their teams and trying to find a weakness in the opponent, and you'd have to give the massive advantage to Carl Edmund, though. He's just got so many weapons, hasn't he, from so many places.
And are we going to have an Estonian champion or a local winner? As Freya said, she's got the home support, she grew up here, she trained here. It would be quite fitting if she was to win here, certainly from her point of view.
She's certainly going to have the fan support. She's a very heavy hitter. It's going to be a huge contrast tomorrow's final with Mayagina, who is very much more of a counter-puncher, but I love the way the Estonian moves the ball around the court. But will she have time because of the Christie ball, which is so heavy and deep? I think if Freya Christie is playing her best, I'd put my money on her.
Candy, thank you very much.